Hello and welcome to Premier League Game Week 15 predictions. If you do like the Premier League predictions, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We've got some big games this weekend. Villa, Arsenal, crap Super Sunday, as we know. Leeds, Liverpool in there as well. So let's just dive straight into my Game Week 15 Premier League predictions. And starting probably with the game of the round this lunchtime or tomorrow lunchtime at 12:30 as Aston Villa take on Arsenal in the Premier League. Villa, 5 wins on the trot for them. Really, really good form considering how they started the season. Arsenal back to winning ways in the week against Brentford by 2-0 in that one. Marino and Saka, the goal scorers. In that one, they take on Unai Emery's Aston Villa, who have a very, very good record at home since Unai Emery has come into Aston Villa, which has been for a few years now. 2-2 draw between the two sides on the 18th of January last season. 2-0 away win for Arsenal back on the 24th of August. Didn't do the double over Villa last season, then they lost in that crucial game in the title race as well. On the 14th of April 2024, 17 wins for Arsenal, 2 draws and 7 wins for Aston Villa. Can Arsenal get back to winning ways in this one? I think it'd be difficult for the Arsenal in this one, for the Gunners, but I think they will. I don't think they're going to win this. I think this will be a 2-2 draw between these two. I think Villa are very good at home, as we know. So, back at a 2-2 draw between Villa and Arsenal in this one. Into the 3 o'clockers, and the first one is Bournemouth taking on Chelsea. Two very good sides. Or saying that Bournemouth have slumped down to 14th in the table now. Horrible run of form they are on under Andoni Iraola. I think that's a tradition with his side. They always seem to go on really good runs or really crap runs, and it's a bit of a mix throughout the whole season. There's never any it's either consistent run of good results or consistent run of bad results. They're on a bad trajectory at the moment. Take on Chelsea's side that did lose to Leeds in the week 3-1. Very difficult defeat to take that for Chelsea. Leeds moving up to 17th. Forget about Leeds for a minute. Head-to-heads last time I did play was 2-2 draw on the 14th of January 2020. Last time they did play in 2024 was a 1-0 away Chelsea win, and that was Christoph Nkunku's only goal in that one. Chelsea have 12 wins, 3 draws, 4 wins for Bournemouth. Difficult one to call, but I'm going to back Chelsea to win this away from home, just to Bournemouth's horrible form at the moment. So Chelsea going to win this. I'm going to go for go for what it was last season, a 1-0 away Chelsea win in this one. And Chelsea back into the winning ways after losing midweek at Leeds. Everton Forest is next. Two sides that aren't doing well. I wouldn't say doing the best. Everton have moved up into 10th position now. In fact, above Spurs and Newcastle in there as well. Forest sit just outside the bottom 3. Sean Dyche has rescued them out of there. They've been on a flying few results since Sean Dyche come in. They beat Leeds, they beat Liverpool, they beat Malmo. They did lose at home to Brighton, which was a bit of a bizarre result, but then they did beat Wolves last time out as well, who are really horribly stricken on 2 points down there at the moment. Difficult one to call. Last time they did play in a head-to-head was a 1-0 Everton away win, 2-0 Forest away win there at Everton last time out, but this is at the Hill Dickinson. Forest, difficult team to play under Sean Dyche at the moment. Very, very difficult, apart from Brighton, who strolled up to City Ground and won 2-0 last week. Sean Dyche going back to his old team, of course, in Everton. I am going to back a draw in this one, go back a 1-1 draw between these two sides. I think it'd be a tight game. Sean Dyche's games are always tight and scrappy. So, back a 1-1 draw between these two. And, David Moyes v Sean Dyche. What else is it going to be apart from a draw? 1-1. Man City, Sunderland now. Sunderland grabbing a great point midweek against Liverpool, of course, away at Anfield, and probably should have won with that Wilson Isidore chance, which was cleared off the line by Chiesa, wasn't it? City themselves involved in a bit of a 9-goal thriller away at the Cottage on Tuesday night, only winning 5-4 in that one. They only beat Leeds by 3-2 as well. It's not been easy for Pep's side recently. Head-to-head records. Last time they did play Sunderland, 5th of March 2017, 2-0 away win for Manchester City. Aguero and Sane the scorers that day, and then 13th of August 2016 was 2-1 home win for Manchester City. 11 wins for City, 2 draws, 4 wins for Sunderland. Difficult one to call. This one, I'm going to back City, though, just to go over the line. I think they will have enough quality. City to win this by 2-0. Sunderland maybe a bit leggy from the week. City have had an extra day's rest as well. So, yeah, City to win this by 2-0 over Sunderland, who have caused a few upsets this season, but I don't see them causing one at the Etihad now. Newcastle Burnley is another one of the 3 o'clockers. Newcastle need to win this. Disappointing points against Spurs in the week, a 2-2 draw in there. Burnley have been on a horrible losing run to Aston, West Ham, Chelsea, Brentford and Palace. Can't stop losing games in football. Can Burnley currently sit 19th of the table, probably are going to get relegated this season, unfortunately for them. Newcastle did beat Everton by 4-1, 2-1 away loss at Marseille in there as well. Did draw against Spurs, as we previously spoke about. They have dropped 11 points from winning positions, dropped most in the Premier League for Newcastle this season. They've scored 10 goals in the last 5 matches. Haven't kept a clean sheet. Newcastle won all 4 previous meetings against Burnley as well. 8 wins for Newcastle, 5 draws, 2 wins for Burnley. Last time we played in the Premier League, 4-1 away win for Newcastle at Burnley. 2-0 home win for Newcastle over Burnley on that one. Newcastle are going to win this. I'm going to go for a 3-0 Newcastle home win over a Burnley side that look absolutely dreadful at the moment. So, yeah, Newcastle to win this by 3-0 and comfortably beat Burnley in this one. Tottenham Brentford now, a little bit of a London clash as Thomas Frank plays his old side. He should really know what this is all about and know what Brentford are all about, and they should win this Spurs. But then their home form has been absolutely honking and is like 19th at the table, or even worse than that. 2-2 draw away at Newcastle last time out. Decent result for Spurs. They did lose at Fulham home to Fulham last week as well. PSG did beat Spurs in there as well. Yeah, difficult one to call. They did beat Brentford back on the 2nd of February early this year by 2-0, 3-1 home win on the 21st of September. Did the double over Brentford last season despite their horrible 17th place finish under Ange Postecoglou. 5 wins for Spurs, 3 draws and 1 win for Brentford. That 1 win did come when did that win come? It came on the 20th of May 2023. That might have been the final day one day. 13th versus 11th Spurs. His home form has been absolutely dreadful. I'm going to back still Spurs to win this. Actually, they have to win this at home. Just get the home fans back on song, you know. So, yeah, Spurs to win this 2-1 at home against Brentford, although I could definitely see Brentford winning this, but 2-1 to Spurs. 5:30 kickoff at Ellen Road, and the crowd will definitely be up for this as Leeds take on Liverpool. Difficult one to call this. Leeds been doing well. They did well recently, beating Chelsea. They came from behind against Manchester City to get it to 2-2, but then eventually lost 3-2, didn't they, in the end? 1-1 draw for Liverpool at home to Sunderland. Slot hasn't been sacked just yet, but if they do lose this, I think he might be gone. They did beat West Ham before that as well. Last they did play in the Premier League was a 6-1 away win for Liverpool at Ellen Road. I think that was on a Monday Night Football once, and they got absolutely battered. 2-1 away win for Leeds against Liverpool on the 29th of October. Difficult loss for Liverpool. That was against Jesse Marsh's Leeds, I think, on the 29th of October. Crescencio Somerville, what a player he was that day, and won them the game. 1 win for Leeds, 1 draw, 5 wins for Liverpool. Liverpool are going to win this, I'm sorry. But Leeds' defence might be a bit shaky. I know Liverpool's is 2. I think this might have a few goals in it. I'm actually going to back a 3-1 Liverpool away win in this one. I think they'll just have a bit too much for Leeds United in this one, and that is why I'm backing them by 3-1 in this one. Brighton West Ham now, and yeah, Brighton take on a West Ham side with the crap Super Sunday. We'll all be watching the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, including me. Yeah, absolutely terrible Super Sunday of Brighton, West Ham and Fulham Palace. Brighton, West Ham is the first one on the cards. Brighton unlucky to lose. Well, they weren't really unlucky. They were crap in that game, to be honest. They went 2-0 up, started really well, and then just lost it and were 4-2 down. They got one back in the end via Van Heckeringen, who got a brace in that game. West Ham haven't won in their last 3. They have played Bournemouth, Liverpool and Manchester United, though very unlucky probably not to win that game against United last night. But then I think it was a bit of a toss of a coin, that one last night from what I saw. Head-to-heads look like this. 3-2 home win for Brighton over West Ham back on the 26th of April. 1-1 draw on the 21st of December. 7 wins for Brighton, 8 draws, 3 wins for West Ham. On that occasion, 7th versus 18th. I'm going to back a Brighton win in this one. I think they will get over the line, go for a 1-0 home win. I think Nuno's teams keep it quite tight, and that's why I'm backing a 1-0 home Brighton win in this one over West Ham United. Fulham Palace at 12:30 in what is a bit of a London crunch clash. Yeah, 5-4 win for City against Fulham last time out. Palace getting that 1-0 away win at Turf Moor last time out against Burnley. They did lose to United before that, and Fulham did beat Spurs in there. Last time they did play it was an FA Cup quarter-final, and that was the game we did the watch-along for. 4 wins for Fulham, still sorting that out, by the way. 4 wins for Fulham, 6 draws, 5 wins for Palace. In the Premier League, it was 2-0 away win for Palace a month before that FA Cup game. 2-0 away Fulham win back on the 9th of November. The away side seems to do quite well in this fixture from what I have seen. So, yeah, difficult one to call. This Palace have always done quite well away at Fulham. Fulham do currently sit down in 15th, really in a bit of a relegation scrap at the moment. I know it's 5 points to West Ham, but if West Ham pick up, then they are in a bit of trouble. Gonna back Palace in this one for a 2-1 away victory. I think Fulham will score because they've got a goal in them. I know they have. But yeah, I think Palace have too much quality under Oliver Glasner right now, and that is why I'm backing them to beat Fulham in this one by 2-1. Wolves take on Manchester United then. Now, difficult to call this one. Well, is it really difficult to call at Molineux? Wolves, it's the kind of game United would lose. Their Wolves, we don't even need to speak about their form. 1-0 Villa loss, 1-0 Forest loss in the last couple, and they've lost the rest, to be honest. United only 1 win in their last 5. It's not been great for Ruben Amorim. Yeah, I thought they would have done a lot better than that. They still do sit in 8th, still above local rivals. Liverpool, they did lose to Wolves last time they played them on the 20th of April. Wolves actually did the double over Manchester United last season. 6 wins for Wolves, 4 draws, 12 wins for Manchester United. United sit 8th, Wolves sit on 2 points, still on for the record at the moment. Still haven't won a game of football, and we're nearly halfway through the season. It is start scratching your bum time, Wolves fans. I'm going to back Man United. It's quite obvious. I'm going to back Man United 2-0 away victory in this one for Ruben Amorim's boys and get back to winning ways in this one. So, yeah, United to win this quite comfortably, it has to be said, by 2-0. Thank you for watching my Game Week 15 Premier League predictions. If you did like the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. And I'll speak to you all on the next one, which will be info review on Mondays. Don't forget to stay tuned for that. And I'll speak to you all on the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.